Okay, Opticus Radicus here with part 2 of our Model a Pirate tutorial series, and we will be UV unwrapping this model right here and putting our own custom texture on it, and we'll be doing the same to the face. We're going to leave the arms and legs alone because they're going to be black. But if you guys request it, I'll show you how to unmap it, but you should have a good idea of how to do it after you've seen this tutorial. Alright, let's get started. UV mapping, a lot of people don't like and are afraid of. Sorry, a little residual I left there. It's really easy. I'm going to save real quick and turn on screencast, and it'll probably crash my Blender. So here we go. Start. Okay, no crashing yet. I'm going to go ahead and hide all of this right here. It's going to get in our way. And I'm also going to hide arms, the head, the legs. Now I was just selecting those and pressing H to hide. Now we're going to select our body right here, and we are going to go to our UV editing scene, and that's cheating because here, let me reset that. Alright, and I'm going to delete this. So you use the grease layer actually to label your stuff, and it makes it a lot easier. But we're not going to do that right now. Alright, in wireframe mode, I'm going to press tab, go into edit mode, Z, to go into wireframe mode, A to unselect, press Control Tab to go to edge mode. Now, unwrapping is kind of, if you look down at your pants or your shirt, that's what you're doing. You're just seeming kind of like a seamstress. So I'm going to hold down Alt and make sure you're in edge mode, of course, and hold down Alt, and I'm going to select this line right here. I'm going to hold down Shift, select this line right here. I'll hold down Shift, and those are actually edge loops per se. And now I'm going to press Control E and go to Mark Seam. And it's that easy. And now I'm going to go right here. I'm going to hold down Alt and select that edge, and that's going to select, that's the wrong edge, my bad. I'm going to select that edge right there. I'm going to go over this side, make sure it's that middle guy. Select that edge right there. And I'm going to press Control E, Mark Seam. Now, what we do is we go around here, and we're going to make sure you get the seam that's connected right there. And I'm going to press Control E, it's got that. And got that right there. I'm just holding down Shift and Alt to select those. And I'm going to go get this bottom guy right here. And that is your Control E to mark seam, of course. This is your basic square layout. Even though this isn't an exact square, excuse me one second. Even though this isn't an exact square, it's still of the square family. And so if we, I'm going to press Control down to go out of that. If we press A and we press Unwrap right now, you'll see that we have our square right here. And these are the sides. Back, bottom, kind of just like you look at it like that. If these were to like fold out like this. Sorry, let me unselect that. If this were to fold out, and this were to fold out. See right there, I have the sides, the back right there, and the bottom, and that just folds out, and this one goes out like this. You know, and that makes it turns into this right here. Let me make this white. Only from that view. It turns into that right there. And so if you press A to select everything, you'll see you got that right there. So it's still not knowing what to do because we haven't unwrapped the square or the circle. So I'm going to press Control down to go and make this full mode, and I'm going to delete this grease layer. If you guys are wondering how I'm doing the grease layer, I'm just holding down D to draw that. That's it. And let me delete that grease layer. Alright, so to make our lives easy, I'm just going to have a face and press Control L and select that whole side. Oh, that's cool. It does it by the margin. I didn't know that. Okay. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to select one right here, Control L, and I'm going to hide that. Huh, I just learned something. Alright, Control Tab in edit mode and go to Edge, or you can just select Edge down here at the bottom. And I'm going to select this edge, this edge, this edge, this one, same thing. This is your basic UV unmapping right there. And press Control E, mark seam. Circles are really easy. Select that edge loop, select this edge loop, select one of these, just like that. Control E, mark seam. A to unselect everything, and Alt H to unhide everything. Pressing Control down, and I'm going to hold down A, and I'm going to press unwrap, and magnifico. Now you guys are like, what the heck? What does this all mean? Where does this all go? It's really easy. We're going to use the grease pencil to make our lives easy, and I'm not a psychic either. I don't, I only know this because I went through and I marked it all out. But you got the way to figure it out, and the best way to do it is to unselect everything right here. And I'm gonna hide these hands as they're bothering me. All right, unselect everything, type back into edit mode, and I'm gonna go into Control Tab and go into face mode right here. And for my side view, and let me do something real quick. I'm gonna press Alt H and unhide everything, and I'm just gonna put over here a anything you want. I'm gonna use the monkey head, and this is just gonna reference me and let me know that that's the front of my guy. Alright, so let's just use B select. Got all that. Hide. H for hide. Alright, so in my 3 mode, tabbing into edit mode, and what I'm going to do is, as you see over here, there's nothing on the screen, but what you do is you border select, and I know that's my back, so I'm going to create a new grease layer right here, and I'm going to make the writing white, and for now we'll just go to plain. It'll make it easy. And we know that's the back, so right in the middle of here I'm going to hold down D and write back. Now, you know what, and then now I'm going to hide this. Gone. Okay, now I'm going to go up here, so the top, that's the top, and we got some little stuff right there. That's the top of our guy. Same thing. Top. H for hide. B, I'm going to select this right here. We know that's our front. Oops, I tried to hold down F. Front. And I'm going to hide it. The reason I hide it is it just makes it easy for selecting stuff, and you've already done that section. I'm actually going to use the C select. Go down here. We know this is our left. I know you see it on the right, but that's actually our left side. So D L side. What the heck? All right, hide and R side. Now I'm using a tablet, that's why I'm rocking at this writing right now. B select, and that's going to get the top of your square, but you know that this is the top of your mesh right here. That's the top of that square thing at the bottom, and top. And I'm going to hide that. Oops, actually I'm going to unhide that. I'm just going to select that big guy right there, and I'll get all this. I'm not going to worry too much about this right now because it is just going to be black. And this is our bottom square. So bottom square. Okay, hide. And this is our circle, which is going to be, I'm just going to grab this right now and then press Control L and just grab X and grab Y and put this as a circle, which, circle, which is pretty evident or apparent. Alright, hide, cool. Now I'm going to press Alt H, unhide everything. Now I'm going to save. Always save a lot. We have an awesome layout going right here that we can use for texturing and making the body. So before we get started, we're just going to do the same thing to the head, and we're going to call this Lego body. It is really important to label everything. Alright, tab out edit mode, back into our main screen. If you don't have, if your control keys don't work, you need to take off your on a Macintosh at least, you need to disable the stupid menu thing that goes whenever you press this key like that. I forget what they call it, HQ Center or some BS like that. But I don't know anybody who uses that. I sure don't. And if you disable that, then you can use your control and side arrow keys to navigate. Or you can just go up here and go to UV editing, or your default view is where I am right here. Alright. Hiding monkey. Actually, sorry, that's going to do anything. Alright, we'll leave monkey there. So, we got all this this body mapped out, and so I'm going to go right here. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to hide this. And now we got the head, and we know this is the front. Oh, those are grease pencil marks. Like, what the heck are those? Random vertices there. Alright. We got our head. I'm going to control left arrow over into this. Press tab A. And I'm going to say unwrap. And we're going to go right here and click new. Cool. But that's let's see, I want a new layer right here. Let's take that down to 0. Well, let me do that. That doesn't really matter, because we'll just go black on this one. I don't want to take that away right now, because this is going to be a good reference. So, I mean, the best thing to do, let me tab out of this, is your Lego body. 1 second, alt hide, tab. Really quick, you guys are probably wondering how you go right here, export UV layout, and whenever you make this model, it's good to create a new directory and put everything in one folder. So I have all my UV maps and layouts and stuff, and all my videos and everything, all in this one folder. So that way I can send it to you guys, or it's just all organized and good. But that was the first one I did. So I am going to export this layout and call it body UV layout, YT for YouTube. And that will save that in that folder. It will not save this grease pencil, so I'm going to take a screenshot. Shift Command 3 in Macintosh. I don't know what it is in Windows, because I hate Windows. Tabbing out of edit mode. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this now, because we have a screenshot of it, and this is it's just a reference point. This doesn't show up in the screen. I mean, in the export. Now, if you go to your UV layout, you can only access it in edit mode. If you go there and you don't have export UV layout, you need to press Control comma, or go up here to preferences. Where are you? User preferences, and go to add-ons and just type in UV, and then import export. You want to click that and put save as default right there, and that'll allow you to do that. Alright, I'm just going to delete that. It's in my way. I don't like it. We'll go to the head right here, and I want to press tab to go into edit mode, and control down to go, control tab to go into edge mode. And just like we did the bottom circle down here, it's pretty much the same thing. You always want to seam through the back, so I'm going to go to my one view, actually control 1, which will go to my back. I'm going to out select that edge loop. I know that's the front, of course. That's strange. Must have selected it. Okay, one view. I'm going to get that guy. I know that's the back. Son of a monkey. There he is. Sorry, there's my dyslexia kicking in. So we got that all the way around right there, and I'm going to put an edge loop up. Oh, shift out, select an edge loop right there, and shift out, select an edge loop right here. That'll should unwrap this thing pretty well. So, oh, son of a gun. All right, now shift E, control E. I just tried to extrude. Control E, mark seam. All right. Now I'm going to press A twice, U, unwrap. That's funky, I know, but it works. So, how we're going to find the front of our face here, this area, I actually counted it, but that's the best way I can figure. But here we go. We know that this is our dead-on front. We'll do, let's go to your 7 view, make sure you see your front right there, and then take the border select, like this, and press hide. And now, you got your, and if you go into your one view, there's nothing behind it you can select. So we know the dead center of our front with the C select. I'm just going to go right there. So that's our That's generally our face area right there. So I'm going to go right here in grease pencil mode. I go to white, and I'm just going to say like this. Okay, now Alt H, unhide it, A twice, and there you go. These circles right here, I'm going to press Control L. I'm going to grab it and put it inside of that one. And this one, Control L, I'm going to scale it. Whoops, don't do it in the screen. I'm going to scale it down. Basically, I'm just selecting a couple of vertices from the other, and Control L to select both of them. I'm going to take this and put it up in the corner and scale it down because it's just going to be whatever color the whole face is. And I'm going to take this right here, and we'll have to do that again, but here we go. Let's see, I'm going to scale on the X, grab on the X, scale on the X, grab on the X. Scale a little bit. There we go. I want it as big as possible because it makes you get more detail. And I'm going to delete this layer, need a new layer. We'll do the same thing one more time for practice. A, deselect, hide, one view, C, C. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D, oh, not going to see white. There we go. And then Alt H and hide A. So that's it right there. There's the face unwrapped. Now we're going to go to UV, export UV layout, face UV layout YT, and screenshot. Shift Command 3. Bam. Alright, now we are ready for the funnest part, which is putting some textures and faces on here. I'm not going to go through actually drawing and making the picture. That is something that will be left up to you, but I will show you what I did to make it. Let me go in Applications. Well, let's let Photoshop boot up here. These are both Photoshop things. Okay. Open recent, head UV layout. Let's see what we got here. Ask me later. There we are. You can see it's all in different layers here. I got the mustache in its own layer, so I can don't crop. I am admittedly not good at Photoshop. I have no idea how to use it. And let's see, here we go. There we go. So this little arrow here will let you move around a layer. So it's mustache, and it doesn't look too good. But if we go, see over here, what I did is I loaded in this UV layer like this, and I just drew these lines on the UV layer itself, so I knew where the face area was. And then I just took down the opacity of this layer, so it's gone. And then this is what you end up exporting. So we'll go into here, tab into edit mode, and okay, let's start from the beginning correctly. This is your face. He has a object. He has an object color right there, and then we're going to go to our texture tab right here. We're going to go to image or movie. Open. Actually, nope, not open. Yes, open. So I'm in my Lego folder right here, and I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to open up my head UV layout 5. Got that right there. I'm now going to go down to coordinates, go to UV, go to UV unwrap. Then I am going to go right here, tab in edit mode, A, untitled, and I'm going to go to right here and select my head UV layout. I know that the head is in there, and the image Alright, we are going to make it because my image is much, much larger. Bummer. Alright, here we go. Here's how we do it. File, new. Okay. Viewy thing. Okay. Dang it. Radicus. Body, yeah, we'll start the head. Let's see. Head UV layout. Head UV. Face UV layout. Go. Cool. I'm going to create another layer down here. This is the same thing in any kind of editing program. You just create a layer and make sure that this one is on the top of that one. And I am going to listen to this voicemail. 1 second. Okay, sorry. A little message there, my bad. I sincerely apologize. Sincerely. Alright, opacity down. For some reason, it doesn't do that until I go to the end and then come back up. So I just want to see this a little bit. And we know from our screenshot that our face is in this area right here. So I'm going to find my screenshot real quick. That's going to help me. Nope. Nope. I know I have a really neat desktop. Where are you, screenshot? It'll be from 4. Screenshot, 4 p.m. Screenshot 3. Nope. Sorry about this. 8 p.m. Nope. Screenshot. Nope. Let me zoom in. Let's try this. Screenshot 2012 4 p.m. Show all. Take that off screen. And screen shot 2012 12-10 4. That should get us pretty close to nothing. Oh, this is ridiculous. Where are you, Lego face? Alright, you guys get a little visual preview here of my folders and files. Here we go. Here's what I'll do. All screenshots over here. See him. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. So, I got my, sorry, I'm fancy pantsy, I have 2 screens. So I have this right here. I'm going to open up my Photoshop again and drag this over here. I'm going to zoom this in and make this smaller. And I'm going to make this brighter. this layer I'm just going to make yellow. I'm going to create a new layer, top of that one. Alright, so we got our base yellow right there, and I'm going to go back to my brush, and we know that this face area is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here, sorry, wrong. Start on this UV layer that you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know that this is right here, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be 6 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, that's your face area right there. So we'll go ahead and bring this opacity down a little still. You can just barely see it, and go to layer above. And so we're just going to make an easy, simple face right here. I'm actually going to make a circle. Let's see. Oh, black circle, eye, and a poorly grafted smiley face. I'm going to give him a little mustache. Now we can make this bigger. Now the reason that this is like this is because I suck at Photoshop right now. But a mustache is imperfect, so is things in the human body, so be okay. Now, word to the wise is you should create everything on separate layers, and there's a way to do that in Blender. I mean in Photoshop, I just don't know. I do it by accident all the time. So I'm going to go to the pin mode right here. We're going to make a patch for the eye, and the brush mode. Going to have it go across his head right here. So the UV texturing is really all about how much you want to put into it, you know. So it's going to go over here. I put hair on him, but then I zoomed it out last time. So that, and I'm just going to make my brush a little smaller and give him a little dirty pirate beard. Like Jack Sparrow. No, sorry. Just right there. Alright. Blender accepts PSD, so save as into Lego and face texture YouTube. And you can go ahead and save like that. Okay, whatever you say. Photoshop. Right here. Has a screenshot, sorry. Very convincing. Excuse me. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go to these squares right here so I can see. And you can see right here that we saved the picture of our UV layout behind right here. And the reason I did that is for positioning purpose. Sometimes it comes out different, but it transfers over really well in Photoshop. So now what I'm going to do is go back to my Photoshop thing right here. And this is what's cool about this. With your Photoshop open, so this is the UV layer right here. I'm just going to kill the opacity and Photoshop again, and I'm just going to go save right here, right? Back to Blender, image, reload image. Bam! Now you're like, oh, I can't see it. You know, what's it look like? You don't have to render it. You can just go into your right here. Let's go to textured. We tab out. There's our mean pirate right there, and we definitely have some stretching. So if I went and put scale X, oop, it wants to be wider. So this actually needs to be smaller if you want it like that. I kind of like it stretched like that. Looks pretty dang cool. Alright, that done. Somewhere we have a drawing for this is a screenshot on here. So I'm just gonna Click that, save it. Where did I find the last one? Let's see. These are. I'm just going to open all of these right here. Sorry for searching for the screenshot for so long. Go to this. Let's see here. There we go. Alright. Why'd you go away? I won't do that. Okay. So, Photoshop, File, Open, Lego Body UV Layout. So that's a different one than the first one I did. Where are you? Head, face. There we go. Body UV Layout YouTube. And there we go. So, put these next to each other. You will see we have our top, back, side, top. That doesn't make any sense. Right side, front. This is definitely the bottom right there. I don't know why I wrote that twice. That's the bottom. Sorry about that. This is the front. So all we really care about is this right here, and that is mad upside down. So let's just do something real quick. Let's go in here, select this, Control L, rotate 180, click. I'm just going to scale it on the Y just a tiny bit, and there you go. So I am then going to export UV layout, body YT UV2, save, Photoshop, open, to, bam. Alright, that's better because that's from our front perspective, and it's going to help us out a lot. And this guy's face is pissing me off. Alright, so we got that. We're going to Photoshop, and I'm just going to create another layer, and our base color, make sure this guy's always on top. Create another, and I'm going to go to paint and make this black. Not completely black, almost black. Bam. Create another layer on top of the black layer, and I'm going to go to brush, and I'm going to go to kind of a okay, cool, that's great. I'm going to go to kind of a goldish color, a little lighter yellow than his hands are. I don't know, something like that. Cool. So now that we know this is the front, we don't have to worry about anything else because it's all going to be the same color. So don't worry. I'm just going to get a nice view in this right here, right in the center. My brush, and always make sure you're on this layer and you're not drawing on this layer. I'm going to just take this right here. Oops, sorry. Take that across right there, go up to here like that. I'm just going to take my Paintadores, hopefully pour that in. Ah! Alright, and I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to get my drawer out. Where are you? Make sure I am on black, or green per se. Yes, thank you, I know it's green. Alright, got that right there. I'm going to go a little bit thicker on my brush size. Oops, Control Z. Alright, now we're going to make this little lapel thing. I don't know what that is. Like so. And I'm going to pour this with a lighter green. And I'm going to go here. Click on spray paint, like so. I'm digging that actually. I just want to get rid of this yellow behind it. Oh, outline, I like that. Here, I'm going to make this brush size smaller. Sorry. And then, going to go to darker black, and I'm just going to give it some little, so it kind of looks like wrinkles. Alright, wrinklies, wrinklies. Not the best, but not the worst. Alright, now he's going to need some little flaps on his side right there. So I'm going to go back to this layer right here, get my drawing pencil out, going to sample this color somehow. Help me. I don't know how to do that because I don't know how to use Photoshop. Once again, I'm going to go to this selector right here, get square, and we're just going to make a little, make these golder. You know what? I'm going to create a new channel, and I'm going to bring this underneath the belt. So I'm going to go here, strap, I wanted a golder color, here, strap, right here, strap. Cool, it's under that. I dig that. Paintbrush. I think I'm still on gold. Cool. And we're gonna make these little flap things out here. That. Do as many or as little of these as you want. All about style. And again, this is just a basic pirate here. You can really go crazy and make whatever you want. I'm going to do a more detailed tut on a Star Wars one next, because I like Star Wars, and I'm stoked and kind of worried that Disney bought LucasArts, or Lucasfilms per se, which I think LucasArts is included in that, and they're making another Star Wars with a completely unrelated plot, which I guess they, I don't know about that. Create a new layer that is above all these layers right here, so make sure you're right below that layer, so because you want to go above this stuff. And I'm going to go to my pen, go to box select. This is going to be a brown belt. I'm just going to go right here, brown belt. Control Z. I want just a T is a bit lower. I just want to go right to that bottom edge. Good enough. Alright. Pen, black, regular dot, really small. Come back, Photoshop. And I'm just going to give myself some little, you know, that can be done with the this and this square right here. These are just belt loops. Paintbrush. Oops. Let's get a little thicker there. Every time. Alright. And then you just need to buckle. Square select. Our buckle is gold. Buckle, and then the buckle just has some little, let's put that to 3. The buckle has a little loop right here, or a bar, and a little thing like that. Most buckles do. I'm just going to give this a quick little outline with black. Go away, arrow. Why is it doing that to me? I don't know. Line tool. Oh. Photoshop hates me. Alright. All we need next are just some little circles and we'll make these brown. Right here, and we're just going to go to back to our layer right here, circle, circle, Alright. And I urge you to really put more detail into your work than I am, because I am not. This is just for time's sake, so you don't go bored out of your gourd. I want black. Can't draw on the layer right there. Whoops, because that's not the belt layer. There you are. I really want a little outline for this belt, I think. Okay. Remember to leave this UV layer on it first. File. Save as. Body UV image YT. Twice. Right here. Open. Open, I say. Whoops. Yeah, it's a new one. Okay. Open. Make sure you're in Lego. And there it is. Open. There's it on there for alignment, and these are lining up perfect. It must have been that old program. See, I was using Sketchbook Pro before, and it's a pretty basic, easy program. And then I just recently got Photoshop, and what's cool about Photoshop is when you save the UV layout and you export it back, it actually is going up exactly as I exported it. So that's cool. Into that, I just need to learn how to use it better. Do not know everything. I too must learn. Image, reload image, tab. Okay. What's going on here? Oh. If you save it, that'll help. Image, reload image. There we go. Alright. It's a dastardly looking pirate. I'm going to delete this monkey. And I'm going to take this camera. I'm going to Alt-R-G. I'm going to grab it on the Y. Rotate the X 90 degrees. I said rotate the X 90 degrees. And we're going to go back, since that's done, to our default view. We'll go to texture. And I'm going to make sure that guy's in the shot here. And we're going to go back to here in 720, 1040. Just take a little picture. Not going to show up because we never gave this a texture. So material, doesn't matter what it is, do what you want. Image or movie, we already have it in here, so we're going to body UV image, UV, UV. Now if I take a picture, got it. And this is same thing. I'm going to load face texture, UV map. That's that. Some weird stuff going on in the hands there. Go flat shading. Flat shading. Alright. This is the basics of UV unwrapping, texturing, loading textures, applying them on. You know, it's really handy to have your editor open at the same time, and you can make changes, and then you just press you know, reload in the UV editing. When you're there, you know, just reload image, Alt-R, and it reloads the image, and it's really I think it's really neat. You put time into the UV layout, and you can really see the textures, you know, become cool. And you get cool stuff. I'll show you one of my favorites if I can find it. Let's see, Kill Ninja Kill. Let's see. It might be in this one. I was making a little game right here. But there's the UV map, and I'll show you what it looks like. Maybe I won't. Oh, it's a cycle. Sorry, let me find it. There we go. Alright, let me hide this. Hide. And let's get some better light in here. There you go. I like this character. I think it's One of my favorites, actually. Lighting is really important. When you do lighting, you want to get the correct lighting. I'll cover that later. I'll take off specular, and it's all about the subtleties. In texture mode, your blender runs pretty slow. I want that point too. I like this little character. Alright, that concludes that. Happy blending, everybody. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you learned something. Alright, bye.